All right, hello and welcome to the Knights of the Smith Dinner Table live stream. Tonight we start Torg Eternity with Day 1. For those of you that aren't familiar with Torg Eternity, it is a multi-genre game that deals with an invasion of Earth. Now, it isn't the Earth that you and I know. This is the Earth of people like John McClane, John Rambo, basically all of the action heroes. So the Earth is a little different. The original Torg told the story of our Earth versus the invasion, and that happened back in the 90s. This is the new modern iteration. With that, everybody has picked out their characters. Harley will be playing tonight. Wave hi to the camera, Harley. We also have Ben, Mike, and Nick. Cheryl and Ben Shantz are not able to make it tonight. They are both out of town, so we will go ahead and get started. Everybody has their characters.
Yep.
And these are prefab characters that come with the Day 1 adventures. We're going to start right from the beginning of the invasion. Make sure that you guys have your characters turned over to the Ord side.
I put one of your balls in my mouth, Ben.
I mean, sure, if you want to. Don't do it on camera. We don't want to get demonetized.
Cheers. Those are delicious.
Thank you. They're my dad's, actually.
I think he almost did a spit take.
It would have been beautiful. We may have had to clean the table, but it would have been beautiful.
I've learned to never spit balls.
All right, so
So
we're playing a game, not being idiots.
yes. Let us press on and press past this little
Debacle?
that's what we'll call it, yes.
It's the best word I got.
Shenanigans. One of my favorite words in the world.
Sure.
TP tower.
We will.
Okay.
I'll pass it out once
Okay.
it becomes relevant. Alright, so first things first, everybody draw yourselves 4 destiny cards, but leave the other cards alone for now. Those are not yet in play. And all of you find yourself on a ferry headed to Manhattan for various reasons, as is described on your character sheet, and you guys can discuss that if you want. There's also several other passengers and crew. There's Captain Stanton. She is a powerfully built woman in her late 30s. She looks like she has been a sailor all of her life. She is wearing a Mets cap because today is opening day at the Mets Stadium, and she has a very thick Brooklyn accent, which I'm not even going to try.
Good about it.
There is her mechanic, who you guys haven't seen much of. He's an older gentleman, portly, with a thick beard and long tied back hair. He is introduced as Finn Lynch. And the third member of the crew is Cam Franklin. He is the bartender and generally the concierge of the ferry that you guys are on. There are 3 other people on board the boat with you. A young, precocious blonde girl, brunette girl, who is with her father. He looks to be a young businessman in his late 20s. She appears to be like 7 or 8. And then there is a young African-American woman, clearly a business type, pretty easy to guess by the fact that she is constantly on her phone and is wearing it like a tailored business skirt and jacket. Pretty much the entire time she's got that whole complaining about her boss to whoever she's on the phone with, just constantly ranting about him. And you guys, I almost forgot the others. There is, let's see. I remember. Right, Harley took that one. Ben took that one. That's Mike. And so there is an off-duty police officer. Looks like she's on her way back. As well as the mother of Mike's character, who is Colleen Bridges. So why don't we have everybody introduce themselves while I cue up the map.
I am playing Wade Bridges, whose mother made him spend the entire day with her. And he'd rather just go play some hockey. Maybe she comes and watches, it might count.
I am playing Professor Moore. He's a noted paleobotanist speaking at the American Museum of Natural History tomorrow on the plants of the Cretaceous period. Other than that, he's just sightseeing in New York killing time.
Timisalang.
I'm playing Father Alejandro Reyes, Padre Alex for a nickname. Catholic priest. I took a couple hours off to enjoy the weather, spend some time with my sister Isabella, and plan on preparing evening mass, and then trying to connect with my community.
What is it with you and priests lately?
I don't know. I'm just going.
Is there something you need to tell us?
No?
Finding your calling through roleplay?
They're all Christian.
That one isn't.
I don't think Padre
Alejandro Reyes? I don't think so.
You can be part Irish.
Not Alejandro Reyes.
Can put an MC on it.
Apparently, my first have shadows. That's easy to
Broken doors.
broken doors. Broken doors.
I mean, we are in New York. The Broken Windows program exists.
All right, so I'm giving all of the 4 of you vision, which will come in handy later. So, pardon me. Down here on the first level, we've got Father and Officer Reyes, as well as Vanessa and Professor Darnell. Up on the top level, we have and give them vision. We have Wade and his mom. And over on the other side is that young father with his daughter. So as you guys are enjoying or not enjoying the ride, as it may be, Kenton Stanton's voice from the pilot cabin directs everyone's attention northeast to where Citi Field lies just out of sight. The first pitch is about to be thrown at the Mets opening day game, 2018, a momentous occasion for the good captain. She's clearly a Mets fan. Strains of the Star-Spangled Banner play from the television, but are overwhelmed by a sudden deep rumbling from the sky that rattles the entire ship. From the worsening storm above, something black and massive falls like a pillar of darkness half a mile wide. Hints of thick green vegetation whip out of the torrent. The lower end disappears beyond the skyline, and the whole pillar shivers and straightens as though it had struck the earth like a hammer. The television shows the Mets pitcher drawing back and throwing the first pitch of the game. A shadow falls over the field and screams sound as the ball approaches the plate. The feed cuts just before the batter takes a swing, and a please stand by screen replaces the ball game. Seconds later, a blast erupts from the Brooklyn shoreline, crosses the East River and the ferry, and pounds into the skyscrapers of Manhattan, sending glass flying. The blast blows out windows on one side of the ferry and tosses it sharply into the water. Tosses it sharply in the water. And the television and every other modern piece of equipment on the ferry goes dead. Everyone on board is knocked down and disoriented, and ears are ringing. At this point, Ben, would you place this in the center of the table so both sides can see it? A new reality is in effect. As you guys gather yourselves, you guys see in the water two people. One is the young father. The other one is the bartender. Looks like when the blast hit the ferry, it knocked them right out of the boat. Everybody else is just got some ringing ears, and the businesswoman is screaming, as is the little girl up top. So, as you guys pick yourselves up and dust yourselves off, what are you guys going to do?
Do I see any life preservers I can throw to the people out there?
Make a perception check. I believe it's perception in this game.
Find?
Find total.
There it is. Make a find total.
I'll be doing the same from the top because I saw the dude go over.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is it plus the value 8, I'm assuming?
What did you roll?
Yeah,
would
okay,
be
so
the find.
the way that the dice rolls work is you roll your d20
What'd you roll?
18.
All right.
So that's a
18 would be
5.
plus 5.
plus
Yeah.
5 onto your find value.
Okay.
Not the adds, but the value.
Okay.
The adds are only important when you're raising skill.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, so that'd be 8. That'd be a 13.
13.
I got an 11. No, 12.
Both of you know that along the back of the ship, or of the ferry, there are life preservers, like, hung on the outside of the boat.
I'm gonna run over to one.
All
That is a
right.
mock.
What is your speed?
Just your
My
dexterity.
speed is 7.
7, so 1. Oh, I know what I forgot to do. This is Torg.
Hexes, hooray!
Yay.
Hexes!
So much better.
I prefer hexes.
Same.
All right, so go 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Whoops.
Also,
No,
Because we're
you're
orcs.
ordinary person right now.
okay.
And then
Again,
Wade,
I skimmed the book.
what is Wade's speed?
11.
4, 5 is going to take him down. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And you do see that there are some life preservers hanging along the back, and you're able to grab them. What about Vanessa? All right.
Say, isn't Vanessa the... Oh, yeah, that's her.
What's your speed? Oh, I'm going the wrong way. What is Vanessa's speed? 8. 7, and you can throw the door open. And 8. I'm just going to call opening the door an incidental action. And then, what about Professor Darnell?
All right, so this is like open section on this floor, like a double-decker kind of deal.
Yes. So what you've got here is, and I'll zoom in so you can see it a little better.
So there's a railing and
So
seats.
there's not
Carpet.
a railing. It's
Super
actually
zoom.
a glass wall.
Okay. And the glass wall didn't shatter with the...
The glass wall did shatter.
It did shatter?
Yes.
The amusing thing is as he got that close, there was piling to that carpet.
I know, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's amazing.
That's ridiculous.
That's awesome.
All right. Glass
That-
is busted out.
Is Arkenford.
I mean, did you see the...
Shameless plug. Shameless plug.
Did you see the dude who put together the rain and snow effects?
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, so
I was
I saw
excited.
them teeter off the top,
Mm-hmm.
and seems like everybody's running to the back of the boat.
Yep.
Let's see. Movement. In, so one to hop out of feet there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Go ahead and move me 7. It should put me at the corner of the bar.
7. All right. And then Colleen is going to run over this way. And then we go to this point. Okay. We'll go back to the top. At this point, you guys can hear the father screaming that he can't swim. The other guy, the deckhand and bartender, he is lying face down in the water. And you guys can see that through the shattered glass. Well, let's go ahead and start back with Father Ray's.
Okay. Swim would be a maneuver, I'm assuming, right?
Swim is actually a strength check.
Oh, okay. Well, he can't swim. I will take my movement and grab a life vest and start heading towards the guy who can't.
All right, so grabbing the life preserver.
Yep.
So you run out, you grab the one that's right there, and then dive in. Go ahead and make a strength check.
6.
6. All right.
7.
So you have a minus. That's a -2.
Yeah.
I'm just figuring out this system.
No, that's fine.
Yep.
All right, let me bring up the swim rules.
It's very unique.
It is, and it was very unique back in the original run of it as well. So, okay. So, yep, you're just carrying yourself.
All right.
Now, unlike other games, what is your speed again?
7.
Okay, so you're able to get there. Unlike other games, unless I tell you otherwise, the target number you're looking for is almost always 10. If I tell you a different target number, and Torg does not keep the target number secret,
Yep, you can just ask him.
Sure.
and in future instances, I'm actually going to put the billing card up on the screen for you guys when there's a fight. I don't think I have them loaded yet, but I will. All right, so what about Wade?
Well, Wade is going to do the same thing.
Grab one and dive in.
Yep.
2, 3, 4, and make a strength check. Right now, the strength target number for just you to swim is 6.
Okay.
Sorry, I should have, because it's relatively calm waters at the moment.
6. I'm at an 18.
18. All right. So,
Exploding on pins.
yes. So you are actually able to make it all the way to the guy who is just lying there.
Do we explode on 10s yet?
Yes.
Okay.
That was one of the major changes, is everybody explodes on 10s and 20s.
Okay.
Nice.
I can remember it's been about a year and a half.
Yeah.
That's been a bit.
All right. So you get out to him. Vanessa, you're the next closest. If you dive out and swim, yes, you can. So you actually have to come down here. 3, grab 1, 4, and go ahead and make your strength check. Sorry, they're stormy waters. I apologize, that's my bad. Sorry? Alright, so you're able to dive in, and you only get a couple. Looks like the kid is pretty athletic, the one who dove in after the father, but before Vanessa. She runs back, and she is going to wait here. Professor. What is the professor going to do?
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will put me just outside the door. My speed 7 just put me at the top of the ladder. And is there any more preservers?
They're all lining the back from about here over now.
Okay.
One every hex.
And they have ropes and all that stuff?
No rope.
No ropes? Is there any ropes along this back portion of the boat?
Mhm.
Okay.
All right. Oh, I forgot to shut off the engine. Here, let me shut the engine. All right. I still love the animated water.
That's very pretty.
Okay, so that was Darnell. You guys hear that one businesswoman still screaming? Darnell, it doesn't take a fine check to see it, but the captain staggers out of here, and it looks like she might be wounded. Up above, the little girl is still screaming, and she runs over and she starts screaming at Wade to get out of the water. All right, so this will be a third round. We'll go back to, since it's not combat, I'll go ahead and keep choosing the order. Father Rays.
Yep.
So the father up there is still screaming, he's flailing, and it looks like he's starting to sink.
Let's try to get him before he sinks.
All right. Go ahead and make your
Strength check.
strength check. As you set your mind to rescue the young man before he dies, you feel a rush of energy fill you.
Okay.
Go ahead and flip your sheet.
Alright.
Draw 3. And a Cosm card.
Ooh.
Everybody needs a Cosm card, by the way. I forgot to mention that.
Okay.
So, you are able to spend a
These go
possibility.
face up, right?
Alright.
They stay in your hand.
Oh,
It doesn't matter. Keep your Cosm card separate because it's special rule or special card related to the invading realm that you're in.
Alright. So I can spend a possibility, correct?
Indeed.
So since I got a 4 on my roll, I'm going to use adrenaline to add a 3 to my strength. Adrenaline may be played after determining the success level of.
Okay, go ahead and discard it.
Okay. Like that.
So your total is now 7?
Yes.
You going to stand on 7?
You can add more.
You could always spend a possibility and roll again.
Oh, that's right, I do. Yeah, we'll play hero. It seems fitting.
All right. So this roll, because it's the hero card is the same as spending a possibility. The minimum die roll is 10. If you don't roll anything over 10, it counts as 10, but you don't get a reroll unless you roll a natural 10.
Gotcha. Hopefully my dice don't hit me.
So what was your original?
He rolled a 10.
Yep.
You rolled a 10?
No.
No.
It
Okay.
defaults to a 10.
So your total is then 10 plus your...
So that would be 18. That's plus your strength.
No. What was your original die roll?
4.
No,
So, you have 14.
Plus the 3 for the adrenaline card. 17. Is your total die? Is your total?
Okay.
No, sorry.
Adrenaline goes on afterwards.
Adrenaline goes on afterwards. So 14 is a
14.
plus 1 to your strength.
Yep.
Plus 3 more. Thank you, Nick.
Okay.
So add 4 onto your strength.
12.
12. Okay. That makes more sense.
Okay.
All right. So you push yourself. 7, and you get to there. You didn't quite make it close enough to him. Wait.
he's going under this guy.
He's just lying there floating, but it looks like he'll be going under soon.
So is there a way for me to slap this life preserver on him, spin him so where he's looking upward, not face down, and dive after this other guy?
Indeed.
Well, then that is what I'm going to do.
All right.
What am I doing first here?
So this is going to be a multi-action.
Correct.
You've got 2 actions, 3 actions total. Sorry.
Yep.
So that's going to be a -3. Shoot, I forgot. Let me find the multi-action chart. I don't know why it's not on the
I
GM
think it's
screen.
-4 because it's -2 for each one after the first one, but it applies to all of them.
Right.
I remember. So we don't have that.
Actions. All right, here we go. So you're combining. Here's multi-action. Oh, dang it. What are you looking for, Nick? Yeah, I don't remember where those got to. I know I still have them somewhere on the shelf, but I couldn't tell you where. Yep. Damage. And... Yeah. All right. So,
Can you hand it dropped? It's over under the table. Figured you guys might be
need
close.
combined actions because that's many on one. Ah, here it is. Multi-actions. Yep, so each action after the first gives an additional stacking -2. So you've got a total of 3. It's at -4
For all the actions.
for all the actions, but the first one is just make a strength check to get him into the life preserver. And as you're taking on multiple actions, you feel a burst of energy flush through you as well. You see all of the possibilities laying out before you of what could and could not happen.
That will end up being a 20.
That is enough. And your strength check to swim to the next guy.
And this is a -4 as well.
Yep, and it's -4 on the value, not the die.
Right.
No modifier ever applies to the die.
11.
11 is enough to get you to him. And one more strength check.
That is a 15.
That is enough. You grab the guy, and you have a hold of him. All right. Vanessa, you see that the first guy is over there. He has been stuffed into a life preserver. The guy who's unconscious.
Yep.
Let me adjust the... We're going to have a little more noise, but that should fix that audio.
Okay.
Was that...
That's Becca.
Okay. Thank you, Becca. All right, so what is Vanessa going to do? All right, swimming to the guy with the lifesaver. Make your strength check.
What flavor is it?
Lime.
I'm gonna go get some water. No. 0.
What'd you roll?
A 4.
You rolled a 4? All right, so you don't get anywhere. Professor Darnell.
All right. I see the captain come stumbling out, and it looks like he's injured.
She, yes.
Oh, she. It looks like that they might have that under control. I'm actually going to run back to the captain.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you're able to run over to her. And as you do, you feel a burst of energy as you realize things are well under control and there's someone else who needs immediate help. And that run takes care of your action. Actually, let me double check.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So start off 4 chips.
Okay. So yeah, that would take care of your action as running over to her. The officer. She moves into position to be able to help people up. She is looking around and screaming still. The little girl sees that her dad has been rescued and starts running this way. And she will actually run 13, 14, 15, 16. Oops. And then 17, 18. And Colleen starts running as well. Okay. So that brings us into a 4th round. We'll start with Vanessa. Vanessa, what are you going to do? You're kind of struggling here. You're not a good swimmer. You're in the East River.
I'm gonna try again.
Gonna try again? Dogged determination could win the day and you feel the rush of energy.
12.
12. You get over to him. And you gonna grab him?
Yes.
Alright, go ahead and make a strength roll. You get a +2 bonus onto your strength because somebody was kind enough to
Onto the bonus.
Wrap
chart
this
or
guy.
the regular?
No,
onto the
at
value.
the end. Oh, there's a 10 roll again.
Oh,
So that's,
never mind.
no, that's 19. 10 plus 9.
Oh, okay. Well, 14.
14. And you are able to start swimming back with him. Wade.
Since he's right there next to me, can I snatch the life preserver from his hands and
Indeed.
hand it to the guy? And then start guiding him back to the ladder?
You're actually going to have to force it on him because he is in that drowning flail.
Well, that's what we'll do.
Go ahead and make a strength check.
That is a
You're going
14.
to try and swim back. So 12 is enough.
Yep.
And then you get a +2 on this one, which takes you to a straight up value roll.
Okay. And you said this is just a straight up value roll?
Yeah, straight up strength roll.
Okay. 23 gives me a 17.
17 is enough, and you start dragging him back. Reverend, or not Reverend, Father.
You're so used to that, aren't you?
Indeed.
All right, well, they seem to have this under control, so I'm going to start swimming back towards the ladder also.
All right, go ahead and make your swimming check, your strength check.
Two.
2. A 2. You gonna leave? Did you roll a natural 1?
No, I rolled a 3.
Okay.
I would have told you if I rolled a 1.
Yes. Let me know when you roll a 1.
Yep. Yeah, and I don't have anything to help with that, so...
You don't have any possibilities you can spend?
Nope, I used them trying to save my ass last time.
Your possibilities are your chips.
Yeah.
Oh. I thought it was just the cards.
Nope.
No.
Okay.
Those are destiny cards.
Yeah, we'll spend a possibility.
Okay. Go ahead and toss it back in the pot of possibilities, and make your reroll.
That's better. So
So what did you?
I rolled an 18, so that's plus 5.
What did you roll the first time?
I
It
rolled
doesn't
a
add
3.
to it.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, it does?
Yep.
I thought it was
Nope,
separate.
it's
So
not
I
a
rolled
brand
a
new
3.
roll. It's an ad.
Okay, so 21.
So that's 21. So that's plus 8, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so that would
Alright.
be 16.
And you take off at a good clip.
Backstroke all the way back.
Right.
Get close to it. And on her action, she is going to grab a preserver and toss it to the officer. Little girl is rushing up and looking over the side. The officer is waiting to help people up. Darnell, what are you going to do?
All right. Remind me that if I happen to find a first aid kit, what would the treating wounds be? Would it be science?
First
or
aid.
First aid.
There is a first aid skill. And the person who has it is in the water at the moment.
Yep. Well, so I'm going to try to find a first aid kit to get a step ahead.
Okay.
So it's there and ready when someone who actually knows how to use it gets here.
Go ahead and make a find roll.
Only a 9.
Only a 9.
Means my target number is 10.
Yep.
We'll spend a possibility. This is kind of important. So 6 plus 17 makes it 23, which there makes it a 21 to find a first aid kit.
All right, so you pop up into the captain's cabin, and you see that there is indeed one on the wall. At this point, she's kind of slumped up against the wall there.
All right.
She's still conscious, but you can tell that she is definitely not feeling well.
Well, I'll retrieve it and return to her side and just call out medic.
All right. So, the three of you who are still in the water, go ahead and make your swim checks. Rev or Father, you don't have any bonuses. The other two have +2 because of the
booze.
Yes, the life life
17
preservers.
for me.
Evan.
You said the target number is what for this one?
12 because of the difficult water.
Okay.
If anybody rolls over a 60 on their die total, let me know.
Yeah.
One.
Let's spend another possibility for that one. That does not make it enough.
Oh, wow.
That would be a 12.
That would be what?
That's a 12.
Okay.
With
That is just enough for you to make it back on board.
Okay.
Spend these to get
And if I can, I'll stay ready to help just in case.
All right. Okay, we'll do Vanessa next.
You hit. About what? My strength.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
When it's both of us or just one of us?
When either of you are talking.
Okay. I think I know where the issue's at.
It's me.
Wait, no, I see issue.
It's just Hunter existing.
Yeah.
You called him his real name, Nick. I'm so proud of you.
It's
Oh.
weird.
His real name is actually Hunter?
Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know it did that.
Came down a little. All right. So what is Vanessa going to?
I'm sorry. Do my strength.
This is everyone, but worse.
What's that, Mark?
Back.
All right. Go ahead and make your strength check with a +2 bonus.
9.
9. You know that your target number is 12. Yes. You have 3 possibilities you could spend if you'd like. You could spend one of them.
Did she go?
Am I gonna start sinking if I don't do it? Oh, then I'm gonna spend my shit. I'm not very good at it.
I mean, I've got the official Torg dice sitting out there in that little case.
Ow.
Four-
14. That is enough to get you back, and with the officer's help, the two of you pull that guy back up with you. All right, Wade. All right. And Colleen will move over at the same time. Pull this guy in.
This dude there, so I am at the 12.
Right at the 12. All right. That is all you needed. You're able to get him up. The little girl is overjoyed. She keeps screaming, "Daddy, Daddy." You have 2 people that are unconscious and 1 that is wounded. Vanessa.
Yes.
What are you going to do?
Wait, 2 people who are unconscious.
Yep, because they were in the water.
I didn't. Okay, I'm gonna do the. Right?
Yes.
First.
Run up. Darnell tosses you a first aid pack, so you need to make a first aid check. This is treated as favored. And what favored means is, if you don't like your first die roll, as long as you didn't roll a 1, you can try again. It's
Yeah.
just your normal die roll.
Okay.
So find your die roll on the chart.
Add it to my back.
Yep, and add that bonus number to your value.
Thank
19 on first. Nice, good. All right, so on the first stage, she got a 19. 10 plus wound. So, yeah, you managed to completely remove the 1 wound and knock out or take out all of her shock. As you finish patching her up, she's coming to. What about the rest of you? You guys have 2 unconscious folks who were in the water.
Can I check the bartender to see if he even has it?
Sure.
All right.
That would be a first aid check.
Oh, well, I do not have first aid, so,
So you default to mine.
okay.
And let me double check. Yes, first aid is usable without being required to have the skill.
I'm not.
Target number is 10.
Yeah, we got a 3. I rolled a 5 on my dice. Minus 4 to 7. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna stay with that. I'm not gonna spend the
Okay.
probability on that one.
And what about the other guys? Anybody going to try and take care of him?
The guy that I brought up,
Yep. He's unconscious at this point.
does it seem like he's not breathing, or
That would be a first aid check or mine.
25, 12?
12 is enough to tell that yes, he is still breathing and still alive.
Okay. And the other guy?
The other guy, you'll have to move up and check him.
Okay. Which I will work towards doing.
All right, so she's going to be busy for a few minutes with the captain. That'll give you enough time to check the other guy. Dice like Mike, but hate Ben tonight.
Dice
I'm
always
thinking
hate me.
switching to 50. That's a 17.
Same.
He is wounded.
But is he still breathing?
He's still breathing, but he is definitely well on his way to dying unless he receives help.
And then Wade will look up and scream, medic.
You gonna go running, Vanessa?
You're being
You
called
heard
for
the-
again.
Sorry, yeah.
The siren's call. Pay attention! You go running over, and you're gonna treat the guy that you walked by the first time. Yes, it is. It is a favored skill because you have a first aid pack. $14. That is enough. So you stabilize him, but he is still. I mean, he doesn't have any shock left, but he is still unconscious. All right. As she starts coming around and you guys have everybody stabilized, let me see here. That shouldn't have done that.
It went dark.
Shouldn't have done. So you guys see the mechanic come lumbering out, and I do mean lumbering. At this point, his clothes are in tatters. And as muscular as he looked before, he looks downright savage looking now. His beard and his hair are unkempt, whereas before they were neatly trimmed and organized. And he comes around the side with what appears to be a wooden club. Oh, you guys can't see him. And as he does,
Green.
he did not turn green. You guys hear Officer Ray scream out in surprise as he takes a swing at her with his club and he misses.
You can't see him.
Oh, I've got him hidden. Sorry. There he is. He doesn't look like a caveman. He just looks like a savage who's wearing tatters of modern clothing. What do you guys want to do?
So it looks like the mechanic.
Looks like the mechanic.
I will move forward, and then at the end of the movement, I will try to. I saw him take a swing.
Mm-hmm.
Try to calm him down a little bit.
That would be your choice of persuasion or intimidation.
We are going to do persuasion. even though they're both going to be the same.
And what are you saying? As you stand over the little girl's dad.
Oh, my character didn't move.
No, I grabbed the wrong guy. So you're walking down this way. You can see him. 7. Yep.
Yep. And what am I gonna say? We'll go. Whoa! Take it easy there, buddy. We can fix this.
All right. Make a persuasion attack.
And we'll spend the possibility. 22, that's plus 8. So that is going to be a 16.
16 is enough. He does calm down. And it almost seems like you guys didn't have bad luck. There wouldn't be any luck at all, because as you get that situation settled, everybody make a find check. As you're finally calming down, looking around.
$16.
13.
9.
12. And I rolled bad.
All right, everybody who got the 10. As you guys stop and look, the boat, which once looked clean, well kept, now looks like it is ancient. The carpet is torn in places. The seats, the material covering the seats, the vinyl, that's what I was looking for, is starting to look aged and worn. Rust on all the metal. It looks like the ship is deteriorating. And right now it's just floating downstream under no power.
This was a steamboat, right?
No, this was a diesel boat,
Diesel boat? Oh, not a paddle boat?
not a paddle boat.
Right.
Well, we should probably find a way to get this.
Let me bring up
But
an appropriate sounds.
So, with my expertise in paleobotanism, you said like this, the boat's all rusty. You said is it covered in vines and stuff, or no?
No,
No.
it's just looking worn.
Okay. So, and the crewman looks like he's regressed.
Yeah, that would be the best. But paleobotany wouldn't be really useful for humans.
Yeah, it'd be useful for plants, but could I draw a parallel with evidence analysis?
You can see that it looks like plants are growing wildly in Manhattan now.
Okay.
And up towards Brooklyn. So yeah, you can go ahead and make an evidence analysis.
There's 20. And so 29, that's gonna be plus 9, so 22 total.
22 total. Something is not right. This is you're still, you don't really have anything to compare it to. I mean, you know you're on Earth, but it almost feels like you're not on Earth anymore. And as you're drawing that conclusion, that businesswoman starts screaming and pointing out the windows on the starboard side.
I'm going up to check on my mom.
Okay. She is actually,
Isn't she
She's already inside.
right there?
yeah,
Oh.
she was right next.
Well,
She seems okay.
okay.
What about the rest of you?
And then
I'm gonna run over and see what that woman is screaming about.
Yeah, this is while I'm musing in my brain.
What about Vanessa? Is she going to do anything? You don't see if anything's wrong with her? As you approach, she just has like a few scratches and maybe some bruises. However, as you guys are looking out, I need you guys to make fine checks.
Okay.
that is a 0.
9.
9?
9.
So, as you guys are watching, you see this.
Well,
Planes flying overhead shadows?
Nope, that was wings beating shadows. And, what was your total again?
mine?
Yes.
9.
9?
Yeah.
And Mike's was a 0.
Yes.
So yeah, you guys are stuck watching those shadows fly by. And then they circle around and they seem to be coming back right over top the boat. And then everybody gets a fine check.
11. No, 12.
9er.
12, 9.
I'm trying to decide if I want to spend my last possibility on this.
Yeah, because it doesn't reset until the next act.
Yep.
I got a 9.
Vanessa got a 9.
I'm gonna hold on to it. I got a 2. I really like those shadows, honestly.
You are so focused on the shadows. So focused on the shadows. That the only person who really notices what the shadows portend is Wade. And as you look out, Wade, you see 2 dinosaurs come flying in through the shattered windows, and on their backs are 2 large lizard men.
Well, that's decidedly not normal.
And as they land inside, the birds, or not the birds, the dinosaurs, which you guys hear the little girl go, "Dinosaurs!" And she sounds happy about it. The lizard men with their spears don't look quite as happy, and we are going into combat. Scene is standard. What that means is it's a standard scene, no dramatics.
I have situational awareness. I get to put one in my action pool immediately, right?
Yep. Make sure you have your cards in your hand. Every time you perform an action, you get to place one face up in your pool. During combat rounds, you cannot spin cards out of your hand. They have to be played into your pool first. All right. So, the title of this round is Bleeding Out. Any villain who has suffered 1 or more wounds suffers another wound. Heroes go first, villains have a setback. The approved actions are maneuver. What an approved action is when you successfully perform said approved action, you gain a card from the draw pile. All right, so you guys go first. You guys get to choose what order you're going in.
Who wants to go first?
Those who are going to do interactions like maneuver, intimidate, trick,
what specifically does maneuver mean?
Maneuver would be like a fiend. I will actually bring up the skill and read you the description of the skill. It's an interaction attack used in personal combat to feint, fake, outmaneuver, or tire out an opponent. It is not used between vehicles. These use stunts instead. The target of a maneuver must generally be within reach. So typically melee.
Okay, so I could move up and then feint the lizard man on the thing with my hockey stick.
Indeed.
Okay. And then I can place a card face down, right? Or
Face up.
In your pool.
Yep, in my pool. So I'll
So
put
you-
action in my pool.
You're gonna that doesn't go into your pool until after you do your action.
Okay.
So you go running up to the closest one,
Yep,
and you're gonna feint at him with the
with my hockey
hockey stick. Go ahead and make your maneuver check. Target number is going to be their maneuver. So target number is 10.
Okay, I got a 16.
All right, so you got a good success, which is 5 higher than the base success, which is going to be your choice of either stymieing him or making him vulnerable.
And it's mine to his arm plus to ours.
Okay. I'm gonna make him vulnerable.
Making him vulnerable. Let me find. All right, so for the purposes of this,
And
a purple marker means vulnerable, and the green marker is going to be stymie.
And then since I did a successful action, I get to
You
draw another
get, since you did a successful maneuver, you get to draw a card
destiny
and
card.
add it to your hand. Yes. All right. Who wishes to go next? He has made that that lizard-looking dude. Let me turn him so you can see his picture a little better. Made that lizard-looking dude vulnerable.
Okay.
And he will be vulnerable until the end of Wade's next turn.
Well, since number one looks like someone's there, I'm gonna put myself in between. Let's see. Can I get up to in front of the captain between her and number?
Indeed.
Okay, yeah.
What's your speed?
My speed is 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you move up to there. And you have an action that you wish to take?
Is he close enough to hit, or?
You would have to be there. And are you going after the creature or the lizard man? The mount or the mount?
I would be going.
Right.
I'd be going after the lizard man.
All right.
All right.
What are you attacking him with?
My bare fists.
Punching him.
Punching him. I have Brawler, which gives me a +2 to damage with unarmed attacks.
Ooh.
So,
You're a brawler.
yep. That's a better number. So that would be a strength check, I'm assuming?
That no.
Be unarmed combat.
Unarmed combat.
Okay, so... So that would be a 10.
A 10?
Mm-hmm.
That is this is against his melee weapons. That is a miss.
Okay.
I need to put all these guys on base. All right, so all that's left is Professor Darnell and Vanessa.
Yep. So I'll go ahead and go.
She
I
screams
see
and runs.
the Padre messing with number 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to attempt to distract it
Okay.
through trick. So maybe he can get a better shot on it and get like a sucker punch in.
All right. Go ahead and make your trick check.
Oh, there's a 10. Alright. Brings me to 18, so plus 5. Total of 18 to trick it. Hey, look over there.
18 to trick it. And that is versus its mind, because it doesn't have trick or willpower. All right, so 18 is a player's all success. And he does exactly what you want him to do. Do you want him to be vulnerable or...
We're gonna make him vulnerable.
All right. So he is very vulnerable.
And put that to our pool.
All right, Vanessa, you are the last one. What are you going to do? These lizard men riding dinosaurs come flying in. What spear? Rock shoot? Apparently.
Oh, no, that's left over from...
Was that written in?
Yes. Ignore the
All
whole
right,
written
so
stuff.
ignore the written stuff. I forgot to erase them. That's my bad.
You got fists.
You got
You
fists.
got fists. Gonna go punch that sucker. So you rush up and you try and punch him. You get a +4 on your unarmed combat. Because he is vulnerable, because he's looking out the window, trying to figure out what the egghead over there was pointing at. Is that with the +4?
Oh, alright. 8.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 8.
Okay. All right. That is going to be a miss. All right. So, let me look at drama deck. Conflict line. All right. Does it give me a... Yep, it is indeed their turn, but
They have a setback, right?
they do have a setback. I'm trying to see if there's anything in the stacks for it. Alright, so odd. That's going to be even. This guy dumps his rider and flies back out. Leaving him without a mount. And from there we go into the next round.
We're going to do seize the initiative.
Alright,
So play it again, Sam.
play it again, Sam. So, heroes go first. Villains have a setback. And the approved action is still maneuver. Who wants to go first?
I am going last.
Wade'll go first. We're gonna whirlwind strike, because I ignore the first -2 multi-target for melee.
Okay, going after both of those.
Yep.
Who are you going after first?
We'll go after the lizard first.
Lizard Man?
Yep, basically coming in high
Not the
and
lizard
clipping
bird.
both. And that will be a 19 to hit.
And 19 is a good success. So you take the damage value, and because you got a good success, you get to add 1 bonus die. In this instance, the bonus die is a d6. If you roll a 6, or if you're using the Torg d6, if it comes up the infinity, it counts as 5 and you roll again.
That will be 15 damage.
Alright. 15 damage is the difference of. Let's see. $31. 36. Okay. So his toughness is 10. You did 15. Difference is going to be 5, which is 1 wound and 2 shock. You take him out because he takes a second wound from the condition.
Nice.
And he falls off dead. And your second attack, actually.
That's a 10. 5. That is 16. I'll go ahead and spend my thing to make that a 19 to hit.
19 is another good success, giving you 1 bonus die on the damage.
Another 15 points of damage.
This guy's a little tougher. He is going to just take shock. Is that difference? 3? Shock can take. All right. Who's going next? Darnell said he wanted to go last. So either the
Because I have that guy distracted.
Padre or
I'll go ahead and try to hit the guy that the good knowledge doctor professor has distracted over there. And we'll try to hit him again. We'll spend my last possibility.
Did you put a card into your pool from your last match that you did?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, doesn't help. Neither of the ones I have would help.
Okay,
us.
I was just making sure because it could.
Yeah, no, this is the. Yeah, that's right later down the road. Yeah. So we spent that. So here we go. Three, 10. That would be a 19.
19. That is a good
Is
success.
that with the +4?
Yes.
Let's see. This is not a lethal attack. Oh, I guess it is still considered a lethal attack. Okay, so you get 1 bonus die added onto your strength value.
Okay.
Oh, you're not counting that.
Yeah.
No,
+2.
his damage is strength.
No, but Brawler unarmored attack deals +2 damage. +2 on top of that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's your strength
It
+2
should
plus your
be
die roll.
written down
Yeah,
there where
so
levels
it's
are.
10 plus 3, which would be 13.
13. That is a difference of 3, which is 2. All right. Vanessa. Punching it again.
Again.
Well, you've got a +4 because he's very vulnerable.
So you have a total of +2 again.
Then.
All right. His very vulnerable goes away as Darnell's turn comes up.
I thought it went away at the end of Darnell's turn.
Yeah.
End of Darnell's turn. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
Well, I'm not going to be messing with that one anyways. So
And the one that Wade killed,
Yeah.
it did leave a spear lying on the ground.
Okay. And their approved action is maneuver, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Would it be a maneuver to run over to the other side of the flying dinosaur and kind of like shoo it away?
Yeah, I would say that.
All
like
right.
run over to here.
Yep, and just kind of like wave my arms, like shoot
Shoo!
away.
Shoo!
Yep. You know what? Spend it. Plus 16, 21. Is it plus 8? 15.
15
Yep.
versus. All right, very vulnerable or very stymied.
We're gonna make him very vulnerable.
And it is fluttering and looking surprised, acting very bird-like. All right, that was all of you. Then it's their turn.
The pigeons.
Um,
Yeah.
no, they're not pterodactyl. All right, so the lizard guy is going to do an all-out attack. Which, because of the law of savagery, if he hits, he gets a bonus die, I believe, right?
Is attack the approved action?
No. So, no, he doesn't get a bonus die. Never mind, he's going to do a whirlwind. So, he is going to stab... Is she being a butthead?
She is.
Which one is it?
The nice.
Not so nice.
She lunged at him.
All right, so
Marvel.
he stabs at the Padre with one end and then swings back around at Vanessa. What is her?
Cheryl's not here.
I don't know.
The cat's trying to fight people. Apparently she got into Ben's
All right,
balls.
Bring it on, cat.
Does a 9 hit the Padre? This is your melee or unarmed
melee
combat.
defense.
Unarmed.
Unarmed defense.
Or unarmed defense.
So it's a 9 exactly. Does
How do ties work?
Ties always go to the attack.
okay. Yep.
All right, so he strikes you. What is your toughness?
A toughness is 8.
He's got a 12, so that's a difference of 4. You take 2 shock. Shock
Okay.
are the blue discs. One side has a 5, the other side has a 1.
Okay.
You can take up to your... Actually, I think it has a total there for you.
Wounds 3.
You can take up to 3 wounds.
Yeah.
and then
shock's
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 11.
10,
Yeah.
so I can take up to 10 shock, I'm assuming.
Yep.
You can get shockered 10 times.
Oh, you never want to get shocked.
Shocker. And then he whips around and shoves the butt at Vanessa. Giggity. Vanessa, does a 3 beat your unarmed defense? Okay. Then it is the big dinosaur's turn. And it... It is going to bite at the professor because he's the one making himself a big target.
Yep.
Ooh.
That's never a good time.
3. What is your unarmed defense?
7, Bob.
7, Bob. All right. 16 versus 7 is a good result.
You get food, boy.
It's not good. It's a superior result, outstanding result. Sorry. So he gets 2 bonus dice. Ooh. What is your toughness? As it
Toughness is
comes up nothing but
7.
5s. All right. So his damage is 14 plus 10 is 24 minus 7 is 17. Which is 3 wounds and 6 shock.
Yep, I am in process of dying.
Alright, so on your turn, you'll get a defeat test because you're right at 3 wounds.
Yep.
And you don't have any possibilities to try and soak it?
Nope.
Okay. And you guys did flip over to the Storm Knight side?
Yeah.
I
Yep.
forgot to ask that.
Yep.
Alright, round 3. Small packs hunt best. Mobs may not cooperate on tests. That's going to be an important one later. Standard. Heroes go first. Villains are fatigued, meaning they each take 2 shots.
Well, this thing just impaled the
Yep.
other dude.
Improved actions are Intimidate and Trick. All right. Who is going to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
And since I'm good with intimidation, I'll try to.
Intimidate this lizard man?
Yeah, we'll try to intimidate him.
All right. What do you say and or do?
Oh. Well, we'll go with the general theme of this character. And we'll say. No, I was going more of a religious thing. So he'll say, only God has power here, and I'll lean into him and say, Machete.
Only God has power here.
So that would be. That would be an 11.
An 11
Yep.
versus his intimidation. All right. Do you want him to be stymied or vulnerable?
We'll go with vulnerable.
Succeed. Get it.
Woohoo! Indeed.
Cool.
All right. Who's next?
Let's go with Wade next.
Wade is
Yep,
next.
I will be going last.
Wade is going to swing away.
Just a swinging.
Oh, that's
And
right.
you know what? I'm sitting on 4 of these. I might as well use one. So we'll have 19 plus 7 is 26. So that is going to be a 23 to hit.
You can't hit 60.
23 is an outstanding success. 2 bonus dice.
Pick up 20.
Have it.
Deadlands have it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That is going to be 25.
25 versus his toughness of 13. That's 12 result points, which is enough to kill him.
Okay, so I don't need the coup de grace. I'll play down plan.
All right. Vanessa, you saw the professor over there go down. He is dying. All right, you gonna try and stabilize him real quick? Let me bring up medicine. Not medicine, first aid.
Must find out what her target number is.
Oh, my God.
He's looking it up.
Starting at 10, because you are literally giving him a bonus to his
Defeat test.
defeat test.
Roll a 10 or a 20, you'll be good. And just
Go big
keep
or go
rolling.
home.
First aid.
Does she still have the first aid kit?
Yeah.
She does.
You
You do have the first
Oh.
aid
Favorite.
kit.
Good.
That's a lot better.
19.
What?
Any bonuses?
Get a +2 for the first aid kit.
21.
Is that the die roll, or is that your
That's my total.
Yeah,
first
yeah.
aid token?
Plus
All right.
6, plus 2.
That is an outstanding success. That will give him a +4 on his defeat check.
Yes, so I
Then
get
we
a
come to
negative
Darnell.
+1.
Which is lower, strength or spirit?
Strength is.
All right, make a strength test. You get a +4 onto the final result.
And then my wound penalty as well.
Yes, you do have to add your wound penalty.
So I get a total of +1.
Look at that.
Alright. And my target number is 10, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not gonna make that.
You don't have any possibilities, do you?
Nope, unless I can play for the critical moment.
This isn't something that would be a
Yep.
critical moment test.
But on the bright side, you get one last action before you die.
Indeed.
Yep, because nobody has a card that they are able to trade that grants a possibility.
No, and the problem is I put the wrong 2 damn cards because I wasn't expecting it.
Okay. I will master plan the hero, and then
Doesn't that put
trade.
it in your hand?
Puts it, and then I can.
It puts it in your hand.
No, it
Go straight. The recover card may either replace Master Plan in your action pool or go straight into your hand.
Okay.
And then you may play the new card immediately.
and then I will trade it because we can trade at any point.
From your pool in combat, yeah.
Yes. Here, you can have another Gracie.
Thank you. Now you have a probability to use.
Yep. So I can use the hero as a possibility.
Yep.
So I have 8 plus 10, 18, 5. So that'd be my strength test of 5, 6, 13.
That is enough. You are knocked out, and you're going to have 1 permanent wound.
I like this game.
Alright. 1 permanent wound. Do my current wounds go away or no?
No. You'll be able to heal the other 2,
Okay.
but that one is permanent.
Grab out the marker.
All right. So that was the end of your guys' turn, and then it's the lizard man's turn. And he is going to whirlwind again, starting with the Reverend in the pointy end.
Vanessa's no longer there for him to whirlwind.
That's right, she ran over. So he is not going to whirlwind, he's just going to stab at the professor, or at the father, Padre.
If you see Ben, he's probably a priest
And probably dying.
Valid point.
and very repressed.
Maybe. I don't-
All right, so he comes at you with a 12 versus your unarmed.
So my unarmed is a 9, so that hits.
That is a hit, but no bonus dice. What is your toughness?
My toughness is 8.
Difference of 4, which is 2 more shock.
All
Go ahead
right.
and pull your 2 shock out of the markers. And I need to put those markers to I think, that way I can just throw the actual marker on. All right. From there, it goes into the next round. Flaring tensions. Huh. Two villains attack one another simultaneously, paying no mind to the heroes at all. Well, there's only one guy there, so he is not going to ignore you guys.
He's gonna hit himself.
Nope.
Moment of self-loathing.
Heroes go first with an up condition. Villains go second. Approved action is an intimidate. The up condition is you automatically get a reroll, but it does not count as a 10 like a possibility does. It's whatever you roll on the second die roll adds on to the first. Who wishes to go first?
Wade will.
Wade and his hockey stick.
Yes. And Wade's gonna run over and wreck this dude.
All right. Oh, he is no longer vulnerable. Oh no, you did that last turn.
Yeah, and
Sorry.
I haven't taken a turn.
You haven't taken your turn yet.
$15.
10 plus 10 plus 15.
Yep, 35. So
Is that before the up condition?
that is before the up condition.
One more die roll.
Oh wow.
But Mike,
Make it blow. Just blow it up.
That's a 16 on top of that, so 51.
You are going to have two
Oh, no,
bonus
I'm not
dice.
done yet.
No, he's putting a possibility to get the additional plus 10 to get a 60, and I'm going to blow glory.
70 total.
70 total. All right. The glory card is in play.
All right.
So for the rest of the act,
And that's 31.
What's your
For the melee
your max
hit.
possibility? Because you're refilled. How many possibilities do you have? You need all three?
Yeah, I need all
There you
three.
go. Here's all three. Harley, how many possibilities are you
She
missing?
needs one.
You need one. Perfect. I need my 3. And then,
your hand size increases by 1,
and you draw a destiny card.
and everybody draws a destiny card.
Oh, no, sorry. Everybody only gets one possibility.
Oh,
So then, yeah.
That's fine. It's better than nothing.
And all of the ords in the room are now filled with possibility, too. Then we each draw a destiny card.
They don't have a possibility. They can just survive another transformation or another reality wash.
But yeah,
Mm.
so that was a 31 total on that melee attack.
That is worth 2 bonus dice,
Did you
because
draw a
that's
card?
where it caps out.
Okay, yeah. 2 bonus dice.
As Wade rushes forward and comes in with an an uppercut swing, sorry.
See if Lizard Man has nards.
Yeah. I'm thinking you split him in half.
That's 17 on the damage. Is that enough to drop it?
17 versus his 10 is 7 result point. That is going to be 1 wound and 2 shock, and he only has 1 wound. You launch him off the side of the boat. And he is out of the fight. Alright. That is the end of the rounds. And you guys have a wounded to take care of.
So then, at the end of the round, the cards that were in the pool get discarded, right?
They get put back in your
put
hand.
Back in your hand.
If you have more than 5 cards, 5 at this point, you discard down to 5.
Okay.
If you have less than 5, you do not draw up because it is not yet the end of the scene. Yeah, absolutely.
Look, there's a second one. That's how you know it's a good night before it gets played.
Right? I mean, with that up condition, it's just...
All right,
it's too
so
easy to get
Vanessa.
there.
The professor is down. No,
No,
he's
still.
still down.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna
But-
help again.
You just stop
All
me
right.
from dying.
Target number is 14 to remove the 2 wounds that you can. Oh, sorry. His current wound penalty is 13.
Okay.
17. That is enough. You remove the 2 wounds that you can. He's stuck with 1 permanent wound, which means you do have a -1 on everything.
Yep. And all my shock's gone too, right?
All of your shock is gone.
You're shocked. Okay.
Yeah.
How long does it take her to do that first aid?
10 minutes.
Okay, you're shocked on then. Because you lose 1 shock a minute.
All right. Solid. We're going to be right on. So that takes 10 minutes. What are the rest of you doing during this time?
Making sure my mom's okay.
She's still fine. You notice that her clothes are a little tattered. She's speaking in simpler sentences. The good news is that there are, 2 other characters that could be hopped in if one of you guys die.
Right. And we're gonna go ahead and play our attuned card, draw another cosmic card.
Your what card?
My destiny card that's attuned. It says play to draw a cosmic card.
Which one do you draw? Does it say play immediate?
It does not.
Okay. That's really all I care about.
Yeah.
All right. So after she's done and everything, you guys all get to make find totals.
Okay.
Get 9.
What did you guys get?
I think that's good math.
7.
Vanessa?
What?
What was your
total?
find? Put your phone down.
Fine.
Yes, find. You're supposed to be paying attention.
Dude, I don't feel.
I know.
She been too busy dancing to the music with her boyfriend.
There indeed.
17.
All right. What was Wade's again? All right.
7.
7 and 9, and then a 17 and a 15. So Vanessa and Darnell, you guys hear a noise from the stern of the boat, and as you guys run out to check, right there we go. I'm going to zoom out.
Also, top point a little bit too.
Zoom out, and keep zooming out. Then I'm going to change the center point a bit. And you guys see right up here is a rowboat. And on said rowboat, you guys see 4 guys dressed as Coast Guardsmen. As they notice you, they start waving. They all have like rifles of some sort, like your modern soldier rifle. The only one who would really recognize it as the weapon it is would be Officer Ray's. Pardon me. And they are motioning that they're coming to get you. They're clearly too far away for you to be able to hear them. And then as you're watching, the water underneath them starts to roil, and they look surprised. And then suddenly bursting up from underneath their boat is a huge dinosaur fish? Wait. You guys have all seen Jurassic World, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Everybody know what a mosasaur is?
The one that's in the big tank, right?
Yeah.
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 It just comes leaping up from underneath, knocking all of the Coast Guardsmen right out. They're dropping their weapons as they go. You think one or two of the weapons may have fallen in the into the boat. Those guys, him, and the waters around it quickly turn red as it disappears back under the water. But you're fairly certain that just 4 guys is not going to successfully feed this thing.
Guts check.
And
game.
No guts check in this game.
I'm gonna look over in there and be like, "We're gonna need a bigger boat."
Get a possibility.
Damn it, Nick.
Pick up the side of the character you get built.
Yeah.
I actually have
Masters.
a bunch of template archetype
Nice.
for the initial build. And suddenly this thing just slams up against the side of the boat and the whole boat rocks as it reappears right there. And it's trying to come up and after Vanessa and the professor. And the scene is, well, the scene is pretty dramatic at this point.
Yeah?
Dramatics.
All right. So, we have a dramatic scene.
Right.
We got a big fucking fish.
BFF.
Wrong kind of
BFF, but not the good kind.
Yeah.
Not best friend forever. Not best fucking friend.
No.
Big fucking fish.
All right. I'm going to move this back down to about the center there. And the scene is dramatic. So I draw the card. It's hot and humid. Nobody's wearing armor, so it's not going to affect anybody. Villain goes first. Heroes go second. The approved actions villains go first. Heroes go second. Heroes are stymied. Stymied means everybody takes a -2 on their actions. Approved actions are defend and taunt. Alright. On its turn, it launches itself up and tries to bite. Oh, let's see here. We're going to go even is Darnell, odd is Vanessa. It comes up even. Darnell.
This is just not your day.
No.
Alright, Mosasaurus. Here we go. It's unarmed. Oh, well, the good news is that it's not as good at unarmed combat as you would expect. And because of its size, and I actually don't have this token big enough. There, I'm going to make the token as big as it's supposed to be.
Oh, sweet heat.
It can eat the boat, yes.
I could take a chomp at it.
Well, all of these are one adventure.
Some of them just last longer than 1 or 2 sessions.
All right. There's a 10. There's a 4. Total of 14, which is a +1. Does a 13 hit Darnell's unarmed defense?
Yep, because it is 6 now because of my permanent wound.
All right. The damage is going to be 13. Oh, he gets a bonus die because it was more than 5. So 24 versus your toughness of.
And what's toughness based on?
You should-
That doesn't change.
That doesn't change.
All right. Total toughness is 7.
7. 24 minus 7 is 14. 2 wounds and 4 shock. He drops to the ground.
Darnell's down.
No, we were going to attempt to soak the wound.
All right. So, spend a possibility.
Well, we are going to discard Martyr from our pool to count as a possibility and draw a replacement card for it.
Okay. You're not going to play the martyr?
I mean, I thought about it. All right. I have to make a reality test, correct?
Correct.
On the 8. And then my target number is what? 10?
10.
All right. I hit it right on the money.
You hit 10?
Yep.
Okay, so out of that, all of the shock and 1 wound is removed.
All right.
You still take 1 wound.
That is perfectly fine.
And then it bounces off and back into the water. Heroes!
All right.
Who wishes to go first?
What was the approved actions?
Defend and taunt. Go around the other way.
Okay.
Because the cable's there and I don't want you to knock it out. Or crawl under the table.
You won't make it far. You have to read your ass. The belts are going to stretch your legs out.
They are not afraid.
All right.
So is the father going first?
So is the spear still on the ground?
Yep.
Since I've seen it come after Darnell, I'm gonna go ahead and
Running forward,
grabbing
the spear.
and trying to get in a defensible position for him.
Like in between.
Him and the railing, yeah.
Alright, so you run up to there. And you're going on active defense?
Yep.
Okay, so that's not going to do. It has to attack you and miss.
Right.
And then you get
And then you get the card. However,
It's a
it
skill.
doesn't get another attack until the next round.
Right.
Okay.
So
Right.
active defense will be gone unless the next card has it.
Okay. Okay, yeah, that works then. Can you play Cosm cards from your hand, or do they have to be in?
Cosm cards do not go into your pool. They're not in your hand per se.
there's
Right.
things that can happen.
Okay.
What you going to do?
Can I actually use Survival of the Fittest to knock off his wounds?
What's-
All allies ignore. That's the Cosm card. I was just.
Right. Read it out loud.
All allies ignore wound penalties when making skill or attribute totals for the remainder of the battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
That means any wounds that anybody takes from
Yep.
here.
all right.
Yep.
So we'll go ahead and
That is a solid card
we'll
play.
use Survival of the Fittest.
Or my permanent wound, too.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay.
Yay.
All right.
That'll be it for me then.
All right. Vanessa or Wade
Wade will.
or Darnell.
Wade's gonna go grab spear number 2.
So he runs over here, grabs a second spear,
Heads back that way.
and back. What's your speed?
11.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 11 will get you in reach.
Oh, so I can stab at it.
You can indeed stab at it. You're right up against the rail.
Well, let's go ahead and stab it. With melee weapons, 15.
15 is a hit. Not good enough for a bonus die. What is your damage?
11? Well, I don't know what the spear damage is.
Spear adds +2.
Okay, then 11. It's the same as the
Same as the hockey stick.
hockey stick. Yeah.
Okay, so 11, that's a different. -6. Does not seem to have even penetrated its thick hide. Alright. Officer Reyes runs up to the rail, and she draws her service pistol, and she fires. she will. Just one touch. Oh, pardon me. Let me bring her up. There.
You got a 12. You were fired.
Alright, so that is going to be a hit. I was just pulling up the PDF. I got the PDF there. Alright, the damage on that gun is 12. So that is not going to be... Oh wait, that's -5. She causes a shock to it. Ooh. A single shock, but it's a shock nonetheless. Alright.
I look for her too.
Does Vanessa wish to go?
Yeah. You know what to do.
No. No.
Not it.
Got hit.
You can't do anything about his wound until an hour has passed, because you've already
Yep.
done one. And you don't have any weapons, do you?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Lean out.
Punch the initiative.
I mean, if you have the martyr card, you could do that.
Right? Nuts.
There's only one martyr card in the Destiny deck there. And he wasted a perfectly good martyr card.
You could have used it.
I know.
Could have been a martyr. This is a cinematic style game. Could have been a trope.
Could have been a trope. Stand there hesitating. Approved actions are defend and taunt.
I'm gonna taunt.
You gonna taunt it?
You're a big bitch. Loser.
Surely you can do better than that.
You're a big stinky bitch. My mom just fucking loves you.
Wow.
Way to fat shame the fish.
I wasn't fat shaming the fish. That was bad.
Make a taunt check.
What if I make a taunt?
You roll the die.
Roll the die. I feel like that would have been a much better taunt if she wasn't, like,
10.
dying of a cold.
Encoding now.
10? Would you like to make it stymied or vulnerable?
Vulnerable. That's what people do.
That's what heroes do.
Vulnerable bastard.
Here, congratulations. Get a card.
Thank you.
Card goes into your hand. All right.
And she did an action, so she gets put one into her pool, too.
Yep.
Just not going to drew. Alright, so I guess
Ooh.
it's my turn.
Yep.
I am the last one. Alright, I see the boy's got a spear.
So does the Padre.
The Padre.
Does the Padre have Miracle?
I do.
Okay.
You got match.
I looked down and realized that after I grabbed the spear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
They're in the core book, which I believe is sitting. Is the core book sitting out there?
No.
No.
Hold on.
But, I'm going to
They're in the Miracles chapter.
ask the Padre for the spear as I'm stepping forward to the side of the boat.
Okay.
You're gonna
Does the Padre let him take the spear?
Yeah, I'll let him take it.
And then, it's already vulnerable, correct?
Yep. But you are stymied. So it
Yep.
just makes it a straight up check.
Yep. That's why I was trying to figure out.
But you have no wound penalties.
Yeah, and I'm ignoring my wound penalties. So, and aim gives a +4, right?
Aim.
Because it makes it a net +2 if you do a second action with it, if I remember right?
Let me double check.
I
Action
think
in
you actually have
combat.
to Entire action.
Actions. Yep, it's a +4 on the next ranged attack.
Okay.
So if you're doing multiple actions, then it would be a net of +2 or +0.
Okay. And then called shot, depending on the size.
Vital blow or called shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this would be the size.
It'd be the size of a soccer
size
ball.
of a soccer ball, which is a -4.
Okay.
But you've got a +4 to hit it because of its size.
Yep. So that make it a straight up on that. And then if I aim and then missile weapon, that'd give me a total of a net +2.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take the spear from the Padre. We're gonna aim for the big fish's eye and throw the spear at it.
All right. So this will bypass whatever armor it has.
We're gonna spend a possibility just to make the roll that much greater. Okay, remember. 19 plus 37 plus 11 plus 2, that's 13 plus missile weapons 7, that's going to be 20.
20
Nice.
nets you a. This is against its dodge. 1 bonus die of damage. However, you have a +4 onto the damage as well because of
Yep.
the called shot into the eye. And it,
So I'd be strength plus 7.
Plus 2.
Yeah, 12 strength. Plus,
2 for the spear. Whatever you roll.
alright, so 3 plus 4, 7 plus 7 plus 2. 16. To its eye.
16. Net result of 0.
You
So
did
it
a
takes
shot.
2 shots. All right, and right now it's got the spear sticking in its eye, and you guys are down a spear. Going into the
Put that in my
next round. Killer terrain. The survival skill may be used as an interaction attack this round. The target is the defender's survival. Heroes go first, villains go second. Approved actions are any.
Yes.
Yay.
Woohoo! Any action you take is an approved action this round. Who wishes to go first?
So the spear is sticking out of its eye.
Yep,
Is it-
and
is
out
it
of
in-
reach.
You said out of reach?
Yep.
You know what? We are.
I'm gonna move this since all the action is centered right up here. Zoom in.
Action. You said. Rival could be used as what?
Interaction attack. So like taunt, trick, or intimidate, or maneuver.
Oh, so I can use survival in place of any of those?
Yep.
Well, that doesn't help anything as my trick, but, yeah, we will, attempt to, trick it. Is there, like, anything nearby, like on the ground or anything like that? Like, could be anything.
We'll say that there's a life preserver that was just sitting up here on the floor.
All right. Is it like right next to me?
Yep.
All right, perfect. So we're gonna pick up the life preserver, and we're gonna throw it out into the water to make it splash to try to trick it, make it go
Okay.
away from the boat.
Okay.
And and then we're gonna discard our romance to basically spend it as a possibility and draw another card. Oh, there's a 10. Okay, so 16 plus 18, 34. That's 10 plus 13, 23 to trick it.
23 to trick it. Alright, you want to make it vulnerable or very vulnerable? Or stymied? Vulnerable or stymied. Either way, it's going to be very.
Okay, we're actually going to stymie it. And then did that. So I did an action so I can put one into the pool. And then I draw one for the approved action.
Yep. Alright, so it is very stymied and vulnerable until the end of Vanessa's. Who's going next? Darnell went first.
Wade will go next.
Okay, what is
Now,
Wade
if
going
I
to do?
declare a total defense action, does that still count as an action to where I put a card down?
Yes.
Okay.
So you're going on active defense.
Active defense, dropping that. Yes, I can.
You don't get to draw a card
You
until.
can draw a card until it attacks
Oh,
you.
it's
Until it
got to
attacks you.
attack.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. Reverend or Vanessa, who wants to go next?
So is this thing a supernaturally evil creature?
It is not.
Damn. Alright,
It's just hungry.
that's just hungry. Alright, then let's see what we can do. We'll go ahead and use Bless.
All right.
So, Bless surrounds and infuses the caster and his allies with spiritual energy that boosts their physical or mental abilities. The priest chooses any one of attributes to call his deity to enhance. May the Lord give us the might of Daniel in the lion's den, as an example. And that is Axiom level of 9. And that works.
Axiom level's 9.
Yep.
All right. That is well within the spiritual axiom,
Yep.
Yep.
so it will not cause a contradiction.
Awesome.
And what a contradiction is for those watching at home is when you're doing something that doesn't fit in the reality that you're currently in. The zone that they're in is a very spiritual place. Not so good on tech or magic. Or social boards.
Alright, so I'm assuming the DN10 means dice number, correct?
No. Difficulty number.
Difficulty. Okay. Well, that would be a 16.
So
Oh,
you
no,
got a
wait.
good result.
That would be faith, right?
Yep. So
Sorry,
what is a good
21.
result in that? Oh, 21?
Yeah.
He rolled a 16.
I rolled a 19.
Oh, I rolled 19.
So that's a plus 6. That would be the faith of 13. Yeah.
So 19?
Yeah.
So that is a good result. What is a good result in that? Is it plus 2 or plus?
Good result is duration increases to 1 minute.
Okay.
And
What's
stat are
what
you buffing?
what stat are you buffing and how much is it buffed?
We're gonna buff strength and his attribute is increased by 2.
All right. Everybody's strength is temporarily increased by 2.
Yeah.
And you get to draw a card and place one in your pool and then draw a card. Vanessa, what are you going to do? Indeed, you can. Carly
you're
is
so
making
needy.
her boyfriend roll her dice.
He rolled that for you.
No, you told him to roll it. You got to take what he rolled. What did he roll? You have
No, we
there's
don't have
4.
an, we don't have an up condition. So mine is 6.
She also has 3 probabilities.
And you can also spend a probability on it.
Possibility?
Then send probability.
Sorry.
There's a pile right there.
So now roll a d20.
Hey, look at
and
you.
add it to your 4. So total of 16. Plus 3.
Here, you add it.
Well,
12 to the taunt. Oh, to the taunt. Its taunt is 10. Do you want to make it vulnerable? Well, vulnerable is the only choice you have.
Yep.
It's already very stymied.
You get to put a card into your pool.
You get to play a card into your pool, and since you succeeded, you get to
Play a
draw
card
a
in your pool
card to your
first.
hand. Alright, and then on its turn, it's going to pop up. I'm going to roll a d20. 1 through 5 is going to be Darnell. 6 through 10 is going to be Vanessa. 11 through 15 is the Padre. And 16 through 20 is going to be Wade.
Fingers crossed. Me.
And it is indeed Wade.
Yay.
Wade, make a melee weapons test. What did you get?
I'm not. I'm sorry, 22 total.
You successfully dodge out of the way of its bite.
Draw your card now.
Now you get to draw your card. And then we go into the next round. The Spirits Roused. Any character with a condition, stymied or vulnerable, suffers 2 shock. So, the big guy.
It's 6?
Nope,
Damn.
just 2.
Worth a try.
It was worth a try. Approved actions are maneuver and taunt. Heroes go first with an inspiration. Everybody regains 2 shock if they have taken any shock. Double check.
I think we're good.
Yep, everybody recovers 2 shock. And villains go second. Who wishes to go first?
It is Wade's turn to go first.
What is Wade going to do?
We're gonna stab this thing.
Stabbing this sucker?
I mean, is there any vulnerable spot I can reach?
Not without throwing your spear.
Blinded, then it can't eat us.
It's already got 1 spear sticking partially out of the eye. Looks like the spear is kind of wedged in a corner. Didn't really penetrate.
It's all uncomfortable for it.
I'm gonna attempt the same thing. Chuck the spear at its eye.
Alright, so -4 for the called shot, +4 because it's a very large size.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and aim first to give a +2.
So that'll get you a net of +2.
That is 11. Spin that.
Spinning a possibility.
Yes, sir. 41,
Nice.
60.
Damn it! Glory's in my hand!
Ben, did you play Glory down?
No, I got that in the last draw.
Damn. Well, at least that's a
What would the odds be that it would happen twice in one night?
28.
28.
Make it better.
That is going to net you 2 bonus dice. +4, because you're hitting a vital spot.
quick. I can do that after I.
Yep.
And remember, if it comes up a 6, re-roll it, count it as 5, and re-roll.
13 plus your spear.
Rank of 11 now, so 13 plus 13.
22.
26.
Yep.
26.
Does it kill it?
It's not going to kill it.
Big
However,
rock.
He's spending a coup de grace on it.
so making it 29.
Oh, no, I get to add a bonus damage die. Which,
That's
that's
5 more. Roll again.
31.
Roll 7 more.
So now we're at 33. Does that kill it?
Nope.
He's gonna spend another coup de
Coup de
grace.
I had 2 of them out. We're at 38 now. 41.
41.
Oh, yeah.
That is enough to kill it. As you drive that spear deep into its eye with your toss, it splashes down in the water and sinks, taking both spears with it.
I'm okay with this.
Yeah.
All
Okay,
right.
You won from me.
The big thing is dead. Let me move all these little markers. Next week, I'll have the actual official markers imported.
Nice.
All right, so
Are
you know that there's at least one rifle in that Coast Guard boat. You don't have any power to your boat, so you're just gonna have to wait for it to either swim for shore or wait for the boat to run into the bank on the far side, because that's the direction it's heading. But that's going to be about 100, 150 meters down the way.
What's the chances that there are 2 of these big giant fish? Right.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
Would you care to do it?
Yep. Wade is diving to go get the rowboat to bring it back over to get everyone out of here.
All right. Strength check. Strength test. Difficulty 12.
Oh, we're good.
All right. So you make the swim easily.
Yeah, that was.
Inside, you see 3 of those rifles,
I will then take 1.
and you're going to row it back.
Yep.
So that way you can gather everybody up and get them in. And all right,
I will hand another one of the rifles to the officer,
she will happily take it.
and then anybody else know how to use one of these?
I don't know.
You
How
were
to?
a good shot with the spear. Here, hold that.
All right.
All right, so everybody is piling in the boat, and you guys paddle your way safely to shore. Oh, almost forgot the cap. It's a little cramped, and it takes you a bit because you have to fight the current. However, yeah, let's skip this one for now. All right. Man. So you guys make it to shore, and there's clearly still trouble around. You hear the distant sound of gunshots, and you see that the ferry, shortly after you guys leave it, completely decays and just sinks into the water.
Oh, it's a good thing we left that thing.
Actually make a mind test.
10.
Also a total of 10.
5, and I'm out of possibilities.
Oh, wrong map. This is the one I meant to hit. And a mind test for Vanessa.
Is this to notice something?
This is to realize something.
Oh,
Oh, 10.
So who had my 10s or better? Everybody but the Reverend?
Yeah.
everyone
Padre?
but the Padre.
So the three of you realize, as you guys are paddling away, that the boat wasn't decaying all that fast until you guys left it. And after you guys left it, it's like there was nothing holding it together. And the farther you get from it, the faster it seems to decay.
The Reverend's just puzzled.
Yeah, the Reverend is definitely puzzled. All right, you guys make it to shore, and that is the end of the act. Everybody turn in your cards. The next session, you start with a new hand of cards. Everybody refreshes their possibilities, and you guys get 5 experience points to spend. So the way that experience points work, if you want to raise a skill up to a max of 5, and you can only do it once per session, it's a number of XP equal to the next level. So if you're going from like a 1 to a 2, it's 2 XP.
Be able to write on these?
Just use the markers
Okay.
for the dry erase. If you want to buy a new perk, there are perks in the rulebook. The first perk costs you 5, I believe.
Yep. And then 2 more.
5, then
after that.
7, then 9. Each time you buy an additional perk, it costs 2 more than the last. If you want to raise an attribute, save up your experience. It is twice the next attribute level. So if you wanted to go from an 8 to a 9, it would be 18 experience points.
Yep. That's what I'm going to do.
And as they're spending their experience, this is where we're going to call it because we don't have enough time left to really get into Act 2. Next week will be Act 2. We should have Ben and Cheryl back, and Harley will need to stay on for another session next week and the week after to play all 3 acts of this one. This is a 3-act adventure, so it's kind of introducing the players to how the system works and everything. And as you guys can see, it's an easy game to pick up. We're just going to get into some of the more complex stuff in the next session. Everybody have a great night, and we will see you. There's no game Wednesday. So the next game that we'll be streaming will be Saturday, which is Age of Ashes.
See y'all next year.
See you guys all next year. Have a great night. And if I can find XSplit, there it is.
Can you raise up